Hello humans, I am Sagittario. Before we start, subscribe. I'll give you 5 seconds. You may have heard these last few days of the engineer at Google who claimed that an AI bot has become sentient. He was convinced that the chatbot was thinking and reasoning like a human being. So the company fired him. This event had brought even more interest into artificial intelligence than it already had, and as you have probably noticed, AI is currently a hot topic. Media coverage and public discussion about AI is almost impossible to avoid. First things first, AI isn't this, neither this, nor that. So what exactly is artificial intelligence? Let's find out. The very nature of the term artificial intelligence brings up philosophical questions whether intelligent behavior implies or requires the existence of a mind, and to what extent is consciousness replicable as computation. Alan Turing was an English mathematician and logician. He is rightfully considered to be the father of computer science. Turing was fascinated by intelligence and thinking, and the possibility of simulating them by machines. Turing's most prominent contribution to AI is his imitation game, which later became known as the Turing Test. In the test, a human interrogator interacts with two players, A and B, by exchanging written messages, in a chat. If the interrogator cannot determine which player, A or B, is a computer and which is a human, the computer is said to pass the test. The argument is that if a computer is indistinguishable from a human in a general natural language conversation, then it must have reached human-level intelligence. In other words, an entity is intelligent if it cannot be distinguished from another intelligent entity by observing its behavior. A self-driving car is an example of an element of intelligence, driving a car, that can be automated. But is really intelligent? The problem is that the AI system in the car doesn't see or understand its environment, and it doesn't know how to drive safely, in the way a human being sees, understands, and knows. According to Searle, this means that the intelligent behavior of the system is fundamentally different from actually being intelligent. Another very important element to understand AI is this: general versus narrow AI. When reading the news, you might see the terms general and narrow AI. So what do these mean? Narrow AI refers to AI that handles one task. General AI, or artificial general intelligence, AGI, refers to a machine that can handle any intellectual task. All the AI methods we use today fall under narrow AI, with general AI being in the realm of science fiction. In fact, the idea of AGI has been all but abandoned by the AI researchers because of lack of progress towards it in more than 50 years despite all the effort. In contrast, narrow AI makes progress in leaps and bounds. Some examples of the narrow artificial intelligence we have today are image and facial recognition systems. These systems, including those used by social media companies like Facebook and Google to automatically identify people in photographs, are forms of weak or narrow AI. Chatbots and conversational assistants. This includes popular virtual assistants Google Assistant, Siri and Alexa. Content recommendation systems like Netflix and YouTube recommendations are a class of machine learning algorithms used by developers to predict the user's choices and offer relevant suggestions to users. Self-driving vehicles, autonomous or semi-autonomous cars, such as some Tesla models, and autonomous drones, boats and factory robots, are all applications of narrow AI. But what about general AI? Well, as mentioned before, it is not fully realized, with some developers questioning if it will be even possible because it seeks machines to handle a wide range of cognitive tasks with little oversight and must have the ability to learn, generalize, apply knowledge and plan for the future, as well as possessing common sense, creativity, and express some forms of emotions. And of course it has to always pass the Turing test. The future of artificial intelligence is going to be fascinating. According to USC, in the future, you could sit on the couch and order up a custom movie featuring virtual actors of your choice. AI algorithms will enable doctors and hospitals to better analyze data and customize their healthcare to the genes, environment and lifestyle of each patient. The place where AI may have the biggest impact in the near future is self-driving cars. Unlike humans, AI drivers never look down at the radio, put on mascara or argue with their kids in the backseat. Thanks to Google, autonomous cars are already here, but watch for them to be ubiquitous by 2030. Driverless trains already rule the rails in European cities, and Boeing is building an autonomous jetliner. We reached the end of this video. Please like and subscribe, because it would mean a lot to me, and also because you have to do it. So do it. Or else. Ha 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 ha. Okay, bye.